Hello all. Hello all. Able to hear me, everyone?
Yes, Lavanya.
Yes. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So we are going to start this session now. I'm sharing my screen with you all. Okay, so everybody should be able to see my screen now. Okay, and let us see if any previous queries. Okay, so Jay Kumar has attached something. I'm attaching one more APP file with different banks, still getting an error. I'm not able to generate check as well as bank transfer DME file. System is showing an error while executing an effort. Request you to check attached error. Is all. I have about this one. Both are the same. Acha, acha. So you said different banks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the two latest. So let us see one by one. Let's see one by one. Give me a moment. It is taking some time to download. Okay, so this is the file, right? I see. Jaikumar, can you please give this date in F110 date as
I tried Tamali. Sorry, Lavanya. I tried that also. You are trying to say that some other date.
okay, you mean to say that you tried with another next?
Yeah. I see one of our session also. I think it's a session 12 also. You also face the same payment method issue, but after you corrected that country, because the country was different, the vendor country code and bank country code, it was different.
No, for checks, see, for checks, what you need to do is there is only one configuration that I made in my system. I'll tell you what I did. Okay, what I did was I went to FBZP and in payment method in country, where is ours?
And this is transfer. This one, whatever that I.
Vendor payment, double click.
Yeah.
The only change what I did is I made currencies allowed.
Yeah, that also I added, but still I am
You
getting
have
that.
done that. I know that. Okay. Because, in the session itself, we discussed that. All the steps are correct. Only thing is, actually, you are using the same client as mine, so you should be able to execute.
But there are three different methods which I tried. That is two bank transfer method and sorry, one bank transfer and another two check. One is a check manual and another is the check automatic. And all the scenario I am getting an error.
Both the scenarios you are getting the error.
Yeah, all three.
And what was the error that you got?
That is not a valid payment method. No, go down. Yeah. No valid payment method. Because I tried many times with all possibilities, still I am not.
In FBZP, wherever it is asking for currency, you gave INR only, no? Not USD or something?
No. INR only. You can see that also.
No GL account has been specified.
No, that also that I tried with some other account code. After that, I mapped it. Still, I am getting the same thing.
Saying that you have not mapped. Okay, so what we shall do is after the session, we shall sit and we shall do it. Okay?
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay. Otherwise, session.
No problem. That you can stop it for.
After the session, I'll definitely sit with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Fine. So we can start off now. Okay. So we were currently, we have executed APP, we have started customers also. Okay, we were supposed to do customer line item, and also one more topic was also there.
We were in petty cash.
Yeah, that is what cash channel also. We have to discuss. Okay, fine. So first, let us discuss cash channel, because last week we have done configuration. Okay, so we are discussing cash journal one more time. Okay, so the very first thing in cash journal, what you need to do is you need to create the GL account. Did I tell you that step? No, I didn't, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so let us discuss these steps here. The very first step is obviously the GL account. Okay, now GL account. What kind of GL account? The petty cash GL account we need to define. So I'm going here in FS00. Okay. In FS00, I go to our own company code, and here I create a petty cash GL account, which we created last week only. Okay, this is obviously an asset, and if you see, this has to be. This should be posted automatically only, because this GL account will be posted automatically. Okay, fine. So now The very first point is done. And like second step, what is that? Let us see. Second step, we need to go to SPRO. So in SPRO, see what mistake we did last week. I'll tell you, it was a very small, very silly mistake also. I was not observing carefully. Fine. So here I go to cash journal. I'll tell you the path now. Cash journal is a sub-ledger of bank accounting. Okay. So under bank accounting only, you will be able to see cash journal. Okay. Fine. Under bank accounting, business transactions, cash journal. This is where we configure cash journal. Okay. Now, so create GL account. Just now we finished FS00. Amount limit. If you would want to limit some amount, you can. Okay. More than that, system will not accept. Okay. So this optionally you can do. Next is define document type. See, so many document types are already existing in the system. If you want, most of the cases, if you see, cash journal by default accepts AB document type. AB document type. By default, it is accepting AB. But if you want to create your own document type, that way also you can create. Okay. But by default, system is accepting AB. So let us take AB only, and AB, if you double click, the number range is 0, 1 for AB. Fine. So we are taking AB. Okay, the already existing one. So we need not create any new document type. Define number range intervals for cash journal documents. So in your company code intervals, you need to define the number range for cash journal. This is not the number range that we go to OBA7 every time. Okay, in OBA7 every time we have given the number range intervals for all the document types, right? This is not that. This is a different one. This number range is only for cash journal. Okay, so here you should give the number range as 0, 1. Last week I gave 7, 0. That was the mistake I did. Okay, last week if you observe the video here, number range, we were taking 7, 0. Okay, I have to take 0, 1 because just now I told you system is by default accepting AB document type for cash journal. For AB cash journal, for AB document type, what is the number range? We saw 0, 1. Okay. So against 0, 1 only, we will have to create the number range interval. Okay. Fine. So we have created number range interval. Yeah. Please tell me.
Wasn't AB the reversal document type for SA?
Yeah, that is what I'm telling you. If you want to use your own document type for cash journals, you can definitely create and give some number range over there. Against that number range only, you will have to define the number range interval here. Okay, I'm not saying that you need to give AB. System is by default accepting AB. But if you want to give your own document type, that way also you can give. But for your own document type, whatever number range you would have given, suppose for the new document type that I've created, I gave the number range 90. Okay, so here in this transaction, you will have to give here 90. Against 90, you will have to define the number range interval. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. You can give any document type, but system is by default accepting AB. That's it. Okay, I'll tell you how it is accepting by default AB. Fine. Okay, so this is the number. So this is where I did a mistake last week. I've taken the number range interval 70. Okay. I should have taken 0, 1, but I took 70. So next is define numbering groups. So numbering groups for C. I would want to define petty cash transaction for both incoming as well as outgoing transactions. So that is the reason I gave type. Okay. So this is for incoming and this is for outgoing. I have given. Fine. So this is already existing in the system. You need not define again. If you want, you can but you need not, okay, because system is already creating. Now define number ranges for number in groups. So what were the two number in groups you had? First is incoming. So you are defining the number ranges against 0, 1 only, okay, for this year, for this year. Now again, similarly, for outgoing also you can define against this year, okay, fine. So please be careful with the number range 0, 1 you have to take if you have selected AB document type. Next is set up cash journal. Now, so what cash journals we have set up? This way you can set up any number of cash journals, okay? There is no limitation. It is not that only one single I can have. See in this company code, this is company code field, right? This company code, how many cash journals they have, okay? So any number of cash journals you can define. So here in our demo, we are discussing only one. So in this company code cash journal 1, this is assigned by the system. This is the GL account we have created for petty cash. Okay, petty cash is getting posted automatically. That's the reason why the same GL account I have given here. Now which currency? This is the currency. So here document type, I am assigning AB. Whatever document type, okay, 0, 1 we took, right? Okay, so the same document type you need to assign here. It is not that we have defined the number range interval something and we are assigning some other document type here. So 0, 1 belongs to AB or SA. Okay, so the relevant document type only you will have to assign here, not any other. See all other cash journals, if you see AB only you can see, right? Because the system is by default accepting. If you want, you can definitely have your own, but by default system is accepting AB. So now let us go to our own. Fine, this is ours. This is the document type, okay, for GL accounts. For vendor relevant, see vendor you can see vendor relevant postings, customer related postings, whatever document type you would want to have, you can give here and give some name to the cash journal. So I'm giving some name to the cash journal and I save it. Okay, so here I've created only one cash journal. Now I go back. Create, change, delete business transaction. Now what kind of business transactions I would want to have? I would want to have both incoming as well as outgoing. So let us see. Now company code, transaction 1. What type of business transaction? First, let me take expense. So E. Now for expense, what is the GL account? Cash payment. Okay. Whatever it is, any expense you can take. Okay. I have taken some payment related GL account, some miscellaneous payment or whatever, which is a P&L expense account you can take. For 400 number range means it is relating to expenses only, right? Okay. So this series was for expenses. Now the other one is revenue, that means income. R means revenue. So R, some GL account. So this is the income GL account, revenue GL account, revenue P&L GL account. So I have assigned the respective GL accounts for expense as well as income. Okay. Now I save it. I saved it. After saving, we go back and then set up print parameters for cash journal. Now here if you see, we are copying the standard report variant, okay, and the payment program is this one, RF cash 20 is the print program and report variant is demo. Okay, select this one only, demo EN. Okay, fine. Now after this, Next is FBCJ, where we enter the cash transaction. Make sure you're in your own company code. Okay, so once you are in your own company code, now let us enter first receipt. Enter a receipt first. Okay, now, so this one I checked yesterday. So I checked today in the morning, so you're able. So in the beginning, nothing you will be able to see here. So try to enter the first transaction. Assume that we are entering the very first transaction. In the beginning, you will be able to see all receipts and payments as zero only. Okay, because I tested here with 222, you're able to see 222 here. Otherwise, everything will be zero. So now let me enter one income related or revenue related transaction, cash transaction. Here I say amount, some X amount, like 1,000, or let me, this is petty cash, right? So given small amounts. Let me take 111. Okay, I'm saying 111 here. So 111 amount I'm entering as the income. I say enter. So this GL account is coming by itself. How? Just now we have configured for revenue as well as expense, right? So for revenue, whatever we have configured, that one only is coming. Now when I say enter, system is throwing a error message. What it is saying, entry recorded but not saved, it seems. So we will have to save it. So say save. It became yellow color. Okay. Now what is that you need to do? You need to post it. Post entry. Now it became green in color. Once it becomes green in color, it is updated here. Okay. So receipt has been increased now. How about the payment? Similarly, payment also you can do. Now I say payment. I say some amount, some 100 amount. I say enter. Obviously red color because it is not saved. So you need to save and then you need to post it. So it will be updated in the cash payments. Follow on documents, you can select and see follow on documents in order to see the journal entry. Okay. So this was for cash payment. How about the cash receipt? Select that entry and select follow on documents. You will be able to see the journal entry, the FI document. Okay. The accounting document you will be able to see. Now, printing is also associated.
Lavanya, how it is taken automatically that other leg, for example, in the case of expense, the stationery is taken, right?
No, but we have given, right? We gave expense only, this expense only.
Yeah, okay. Other leg automatically it will take as per the setup.
Yeah, as per the setup only it will be taking.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine everyone. So this is about the cash journal. Now, shall we go to customer line item interest calculation? Customer line item interest calculation. Okay. So this, we have already discussed balance interest calculations in GL, right? Okay. So this is customer line item. That means we are calculating interest on the invoices, not on the entire balance, on the invoice of the customer. So let us see. So first is obviously you need to create the GL account. So in this case, when it comes to customers, we are getting the interest. Okay, they are paying interest to us. So that's the reason why what kind of GL account we need to create? Obviously a revenue GL account. Okay, why? Because we are getting the interest amount from them. So what I'll do is I go to revenue or income, whichever, and I say So this GL account is interest received. Okay. Interest received GL account we are taking. I save it. Done. Now let me give the same steps what we have discussed in balance interest calculation. Same steps. Okay. Now next is interest calculation type. You need not remember the transaction codes. If you want, you can, but nobody will ask you. OB46. Okay. Interest calculation type is OB46. We saw the path in balance interest calculation. Okay. Here we are seeing the transaction codes. Now I say new entries here. I give some DO is taken. Let me take DR. What do I say? Customer line item interest calculation. Okay. So what type it is? It is line item interest calculation P. I save it. Done. Okay. So this step is done. Now next is number ranges for interest forms. FBN1. What is your company code? Give 70 because system accepts only 70. For interest calculations, it is 70. Please remember. So 70. What number can I give now? 206. 70. Okay. So give the number range interval for 70. Now next is prepare interest on arrears calculation. Arrears means this one only. Last week we saw, right? Arrears. Here the transaction code is OB82. Say new entries here. What was the interest indicator name? DR, right? Okay. So what is the calendar type? Same calendar type as we have taken in the balance interest. We took 365 days. So G. And what is that you need to say? Yeah, number range interval. It was 70 we have selected, right? Okay. So give that one only. Terms of payment, if you want, you can give. Okay. Save it. Done. Okay. So you have assigned the number range interval to your calculation type. Next is define reference interest rates. Define reference interest rate. Same what we have seen there. OBAC is a transaction. I say new entries. Reference interest rate. Okay, so some name I gave. You can give the description, some description. Date, from which date on it is valid, and what is the currency. So you have given some reference interest rate name. Okay. Now next is time-based terms. This Dunning I'll copy. Next is time-based terms. Time-based terms. Okay. Transaction code is OB81. OB81. Now I go to OB81. Now I say new entries. What was my indicator name? Currency. Effective from which date on? Sequential number 01. Term. Arrears, right? So first credit interest, arrears interest. What was the reference interest name? This one. No need to enter any other thing. For debit also you need to define, right? Debit interest. Same. Okay. So we have defined the time dependent terms. All the configuration is the same. Okay. And next is interest values. You need to give the interest values, right? Interest values. OB83. So go to OB83. Say new entries. Reference valid from, give some interest rate. Okay. Give some percentile. Done. So here you are assigning some percentile in the interest values. Next is automatic account determination. Account determination. What was the account determination transaction code in balance interest? It was OBV2. Here it is OBV1. Say create. What business transaction? Interest received. You are receiving, right? So 1000. For which company code? What is the indicator? Business area. Some business area, you would have created some business area in the very beginning, right? Why system is not displaying the... Okay, fine. You have to give, okay? System is not selecting there, you have to give. Next is posting key for debit. 40 is the posting key for debit, and on credit side, 50 is the posting key. No, not 40, 50. This is customer related, right? Sorry. We are discussing about the customer related postings, right? So it is not 40 here. 01. Okay, customer is what? Okay, it is 01. Customer posting 01. Account symbol 1000. Credit posting for GL account 50. And account symbol is 0001. Okay. So here against 01 debit 1000, against credit 50 0001. Now I say save. Now I go to accounts. You will have to define the GL accounts, right? Okay. So I go to accounts. So in my chart of accounts, account symbol. So what account symbols we took just now? 1000 we took and 0001 we took. So give those two. In which currency? Obviously USD. So what were the GL accounts? Let us take. I go to 30002 is interest received. So here against 0001 give 30002. And against 1000 because I would want to execute for all the customers, I can give whatever GL accounts that I have, not just this one. See, for customer, what is that I have? Sundry customers. Okay. But see, I do not want to have interest on a specific group of customers. I want to have for all the customers, even though they are having a different reconciliation account as well. So in that case, what am I doing? I'm doing masking. I'm doing masking. This is called masking. If I give all plus here, system will be taking all the GL accounts. Okay. Now I save it. Changes have been made. Now next. Next is you need to see when you execute the interest, system will be creating one letter. So for that letter, what is a background SAP script? There has to be some script, right? Okay. So SAP script has to be assigned in OB84. Okay. Now say new entries against your indicator DR. In this company code, script is this one only. This is the standard one. F underscore DUZI underscore 01. Okay. This is the standard one. So once you assign it, assign this interest indicator in the customer master date also. So what is your customer? Go to company code data account management. Give the interest indicator DR and save it. Okay. So till here is the configuration. Now, so till here we are doing. Now what is our end user doing? He will have to execute the postings, right? Okay. So he should be having the sales posting. Otherwise, on what we are going to calculate the interest? Sales posting should be there. That means some open item should be there. So go to FBL 5N to check. Okay, one open item is there. If you already have a cleared item, on this customer, we have the cleared item. So let us do this even for this customer as well. Okay, So I have assigned to the customer master data. What did I assign? I have assigned the interest indicator. And also I have the open items. Now what is the last step? Execution, obviously, which is a month-end activity. So usually this is a month-end activity. Execute. Transaction code is F.24. Now I'll show you something. Account receivables. Interest calculation. See here, if you see free selection, what I'm saying F.24, right? Free selection. Okay, so this is quite commonly used. Otherwise, if you based on what you would want to select, if you do not want to have open items, if you want to have only the open items, if you do not want to have the posting, okay, so based on your requirement, you can select any of this. Okay, now we will be executing. F.24, I said. Where is that? F.24. Oh. So F.24, I said. Okay, so calculation. On which customer account you would want to have? Whichever you want, you can select. So till date I want to see. So if you want to print, you can give these parameters. One more thing, okay? While entering the invoice, make sure that you have entered the business area. Otherwise, we have selected the business area, right? So let us see if we have selected it or not.
I think we are not considered any of our transactions.
We have not selected the business area. Let me just check. No, business areas are not there. Okay, so enter the posting with the business area in it, because in the configuration we have very much given the business area. Okay, so customer one, some amount. So here I'm selecting the business area. And here so this is the session name which will be created. If test run is there, you can select it first in order to check. Okay, we can save this as a variant. And then say execute. Okay, so interest on arrears on this customer. So this invoice number, it seems. So this text is coming from where? We have assigned some SAP script, right? From that script, this text is coming, okay? So we confirm receipt of your payments and write inform that we have charged your account with interest on arrears in the sum of, so this much of amount has been calculated. So due to late settlement of the invoices. So all this text is coming from the script itself, okay? On this invoice. So system is picking up. Session should be generated. Yeah, session has very much been generated. Let us see if it is executing or not. I don't think it will, because even last time it did not. Yeah, batch input session has created. Let us see if it is executing. Status is creating. Process. The requested session cannot be processed, it seems. If it is, when you process it, the posting you will be able to see, but here it is saying it cannot be processed. Even last time also I tried to execute, I was able to see the status as creating only. Whereas, if you see the other sessions which we have created, we will be able to see this status, okay, new status, not this one, not creating, okay. But I do not know what mistake is there with this session name. Let me change the session name. Session is created. Okay. Okay. So posting has also been generated. So this is about customer line item interest calculation. Okay. Fine, everyone. This way, if you see, interest will also be calculated on the cleared items as well, not just the open items, okay? Even on the cleared items also, the interest will be created, interest will be calculated. Okay. So,
Lavanya, that business area is mandatory?
huh?
Business area is mandatory?
Business area system is taking as mandatory, yes.
Okay, even if we are not done, the business area setup is, if it is, even if it is not checked, it should
Then
consider, right?
I think we are customizing in that case.
Okay.
So we were in bank accounting. Last week we have seen SAP query and we saw cash journal as well. Okay. So next topic is one of the very, very important topics, EBS, which is also called EBRS. Both are the same. EBS or EBRS, both are the same. EBS means electronic bank statement. EBRS means electronic bank reconciliation statement. Both are the same. Okay. EBS or EBRS, electronic bank statement or electronic bank reconciliation statement. Now, what are we discussing here? Let us see. First, I will have to share some document with you all regarding the CBS. One very basic document, okay, on EBS, which has all the configuration and also debugging. Even the debugging also it has. So let me share that. So for your practice purpose, you need not refer to any other document when it comes to EBS. Yeah. So this is the one. I'm posting it in the discussion board. You will be able to download it. Okay. So now just let me open it. Okay, so this is that document which I've shared with you all. Okay, so now EBS, electronic bank statement. Bank statement which is coming electronically. So what is this for? Why do we have to have the bank statement? Even if you see, even when we are working on the normal books of accounts, okay, we will be getting the bank statement every month end or every 15 days. We will be getting the bank statement. Okay, we will be getting manually over there. We go to the bank and we get the statement. Okay, we get that paper which is having the bank, all the bank statement in it. So now here we are getting the electronical. We are getting the bank statement electronically. That means automatically by the bank, from the bank itself, it is coming. Now, what is this for? Why do we have to use the bank statement? Two types are there in order to do reconciliation: manual bank statement or electronic bank statement. Okay, so as a part of our syllabus, we are covering electronic bank statement, which is automatic, which is widely used. And remember one thing, I would also be discussing one very important scenario called search string in EBS. Okay, so search string we will be able to see only when we start controlling because from when you use a search string, if you want to have any posting to be done, a cost center is part of controlling. Okay, now you cannot generate a cost center. You can only create a cost center if you have controlling implemented, but we have not gone till controlling now. Okay, so when we start controlling, I will be telling you one more scenario about electronic bank statement, which is search string. So I'll just make a note of it. So this can only be discussed after starting controlling. Okay. Now what is this electronic bank statement used for? It is used for doing the reconciliation. Okay. So as I said, in normal books of accounts, we do the reconciliation manually. But in SAP, system is doing automatically. The reconciliation is done by the system itself. It is automatically doing the reconciliation. How do you know that the reconciliation has been done? Let us see. Now, let us see one by one. Overview. It is an electronic document sent by the bank which gives details of the transactions done by the account holder. So this is the definition of EBS, okay? So in the bank statement, what is contained? All the transactions done by you, okay? If it is your bank statement, all the transactions done by you, whether it is incoming or outgoing, whatever it is. From that bank account, whatever transactions have been done, all those will be there in the bank statement. The electronic document can be remitted by the bank in the following format. So again, this is depending upon the country. In which format am I getting the bank statement? Always depends upon the country. Okay, MT940 is widely used in European countries, multi-cash in Siberia, BAI in US. Okay, so like that it will be. For more, these formats in SAP itself, I will be showing you. Okay, you can see all the formats, whatever are standard, already predefined. So as a part of our syllabus, we are discussing MT940 format. Okay. So this statement, that means electronic bank statement, is used to do automatic reconciliation. So for this purpose, we are using the electronic bank statement. So as a part of this topic, I am going back to APP, both vendor as well as customer check payments. Okay. So now we will have to create some clearing GL accounts. In EBS, you can see the reconciliation. Okay. So in this process, you are creating the clearing accounts. Now, at what point of time clearing accounts are coming into picture? See, I'm executing APP. I got an invoice from my vendor. I made a purchase. I got an invoice from my vendor, and my vendor has sent me one invoice. Okay. So I have done APP. I've executed APP on that invoice. So what will be the posting when I execute APP? When I execute APP on my vendor, the posting will be vendor debit and cleared off, and the credit entry will be main bank account. So far, we saw this scenario. What scenario we saw? From APP, whenever we are making a payment from APP to the vendor, vendor will be debited and cleared off. And what is credited? The main bank account. Main bank account means your own bank account, from which account money has gone out. That has been credited. And in case of customers, what was the entry? Whenever we have entered the purchase, whenever we have entered the payment receipt from the customer, from APP, we got the entry as the bank account debit. That means to which account the money is coming in, that is debited. And what is credited? Obviously, the customer is credited and cleared off. So these were the posting. That means from APP, we were posting to the main bank account directly.
Lavanya?
Yeah, please tell me.
Sorry, I think, didn't we, so in the scenario, when actually we used to have an invoice that we used to, we have to pay that to the vendor. We used to post a credit entry onto the vendor account, isn't it? That's what we used to do.
Debit entry.
Yeah, credit entry onto the vendor account, so that it's a
What credit entry? See, credit means vendor will be credited if there has to be liability.
If there is an invoice, if you are booking, if you are making a payment debit.
Invoice is credit
if it's
entry on the vendor.
Yeah, but but you said it's a debit on the vendor actually.
It is a payment, I'm telling, no.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
APP,
okay. If it's a
vendor will
payment,
be
no, if
debited.
it's a
Yeah,
payment,
yeah.
you're right. I was talking about the invoice when it is.
No.
No,
I
no.
never said in invoice vendor is debited.
She,
From APP, vendor
Okay,
will be
APP.
debited.
yeah,
Okay.
Lavanya considered all payment related scenario.
Okay, okay, brilliant. No problems. Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking only about APP here.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is what has happened till now. Till now, we saw that from APP, the bank account was getting debited or credited based on the scenario, whether it is vendor or customer. The main bank account got debited or credited. That means money is coming in and money is going out. That is what we have mentioned from APP itself. Now,
Correct.
okay, so now let us take one scenario. Suppose I am giving a check to my vendor. I am issuing a check to my vendor. So in this case, what is happening? Vendor got the check from me. So because I've issued a check to my vendor, what is it that I'm writing in my books of accounts? I'm writing that vendor is being paid. How is that I'm writing? Vendor is debited to main bank account. But is that correct? Crediting to main bank account using the main bank account as a credit account is correct or not in this scenario when I issued a check. See, I just gave the check to my vendor, but I do not know whether he presented the check in the bank. Only when he is presenting the check in the bank, money will be coming into his account and money will be going out of my account. Right or wrong? It is not cash. I am giving a check here. In that case, how can we say that once I issued a check to him, I have paid to him? I cannot credit to my main bank account because money has not got out of my main bank account. Only when my vendor is presenting the check in the bank, only then money will be going out of my bank. That check has to be cleared, right? Okay, so only then money will be going out of my bank account. Till then, money is not going out of my bank account. But what is that I'm writing in my books of accounts? I'm writing that vendor is debited and my main bank account is credited, but money has not gone out of my main bank account. So this entry is wrong. Okay, if I write this entry in my books of accounts, okay, the amount is still there in my bank account. Suppose if it is 1000 USD, in my bank account 1000 is there. Okay, but in my books, that amount is not there because here I am writing saying that it is paid, right? So 1000 is deducted in my books of accounts, whereas in my actual bank account, in my bank, that amount is there, which is wrong. So in this case, I need to equalize the amounts. Whatever amount that my bank account in my SAP books, whatever amount is there, that should be equal to the amount that I have in my bank account. So in my bank account, when I go to bank, when I ask for my balance, whatever balance that the bank is showing me should be equal to the bank account that I am maintaining in my books of accounts. That is what bank reconciliation is. So that reconciliation is happening automatically here. So let us see. Let us see for both customers as well as vendors. So in this case, what is happening? I should not be mentioning the main bank account the moment I issue the check to my vendor. The moment I get the check even from my customer, okay, till the time I deposit in the bank, I should not be debiting my main bank account because money has not got into my bank account. Only when I present the check, only when the check is cleared, okay, only then money will be coming into my bank account. Till then, it is just an instrument I got. Okay, I did not realize the cash. I did not realize the money. Okay, so now let us see what is happening in this case? How should I handle this case precisely? Let us see. So for that, I would want to execute F110 first, and then I would want to do bank reconciliation. So F110 means obviously FBZP configuration I will have to do. So FBZP, first let us do for vendor and then for customer. So vendor, where is vendor? Oh yeah. So this is vendor payment, outgoing check, fine. I'm also going to show you ACH as well. This is the first time I will be showing you ACH. No other batches I've shown. Okay. So, this is, we have already seen check payments, we have already seen all this configuration in check payments. Okay. Same thing. Okay. So for vendor, okay, the same configuration. So this is not at payment method level, so we need not worry about the third and fourth step. This is not at payment method level, okay? So third and fourth step, no change. Okay, fine. Now what step we are going to? We are going to house bank. So which house bank do you want to use? I have two accounts. Let us use the first one. Okay, the first one let us use. I have the check numbers FCHI right on this. Let me just check if I have created the check lot. Yes, we did. Okay, we did. We can very much execute here. So account ID one I'm taking, house bank, and bank determination. So far in your company code, ranking order, this house bank, bank account. What is the GL account we have assigned against my house bank and our account ID? What was that GL account? 10003 means what? The main bank, which is wrong. If you see the check scenario, this is absolutely wrong. See, I'm not saying that whatever scenario we have executed is wrong, okay? The scenario is wrong. When I use a check, it will be wrong. If it is a bank transfer, it is correct only, okay? But when I use a check, if the vendor has not presented the check yet, then using APP bank here, using a main bank here in the configuration is absolutely wrong. Now, how should I handle this? In this case, because vendor has not presented the check in the bank, because money has not gone out of my bank account, I will have to create a bank clearing GL account. Now, let us see. A bank clearing GL account for outgoing. It's a clearing GL account, so it has to be a balance sheet. So now let us create 10. So this is a bank clearing. You can give different names. All these names are the same. Bank clearing, bank sub account, check issue clearing. To be precise, check issue. We issued a check. Check issue clearing. Otherwise, you can just give bank clearing also. All these are the same. Check issue clearing. Now, when you create this GL account, make sure relevant to cash flow is activated. If this is not activated while making the postings in the EBS automatically, okay, system will not accept. System will be throwing a message. Okay, fine. So this is the scenario we have created. I mean, we have created the GL account 20010. And what are we going to do here in APP configuration? See here, they have already written bank sub account they wrote. Okay, just now we discussed, right? Bank clearing or bank sub account or check issue clearing. All these names are the same. So
Lavanya.
instead of, yeah, please tell me.
So Lavanya, you created a check clearing
Louder,
account.
louder, please, louder.
So you created a check clearing account as a liability under the liability. Now that is purely because it's an outgoing payment, isn't it? If it was
Yeah.
an incoming payment, you would have created it as an asset, isn't it?
That is what I have not done that. I will be doing now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep.
I will be doing now. I'm discussing both the scenarios.
Okay. No worries.
So here, where is that check issue clearing? Yeah, here it is. Check issue clearing. So instead of my main bank GL account, we should be giving the sub account or clearing account or check issue clearing GL account. Okay, fine. So all other steps are the same for account 1, it is created. Okay, so this is the configuration for the outgoing payments when you would want to do bank reconciliation. Okay, now how about the customers? Let us see. For customers, we will have to create one more payment method. Let us see. Same new entries and same US payment method, give some name or number to it. What name should I give here? Let me take dot. I'm taking dot. Let me see if it is taking. If it is already there, then system won't take. Customer payment. Okay. So obviously incoming, when it is incoming, system will be automatically assigning to debit memo. So if you want to give all these, but make sure that all these are updated in the master record. So checks, do you think for customers we are generating the checks? Not right. Okay, we don't, they generate it, they give it to us. So no need to give any programming there. So I'm making sure in my customer master, all these details are there. I go to XT03. Okay, fine. All these are there. And okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So these details are there. And let me save this. I saved the incoming payment and second step I'm doing. Payment method is dot. Anyways, you're not creating any payment medium. And the third step, you need not do any third step because this is not at payment method level. Even the fourth step as well. This is not at payment method level. Now, how about fifth step? Which house bank you are selecting for incoming payment? Whichever you want, you can select. I will be selecting one only. Okay. Let us use the same for both incoming and outgoing. Now, how about the bank determination? Let us see. Now, in my company code, new entry, what payment method? The customer. Currency USD. Ranking order 1, house bank, this one. Bank accounts. New entries, house bank, payment method, customer payments, currency is this one, account ID is this one, and bank sub account it is asking. So here also same scenario. Customer gave me a check. I have not presented. So how can I write in my books of accounts saying that my bank account has been debited with that amount? I cannot write. Money has not come into my bank account at all. Okay, so I cannot write that. So in this case, what am I doing? I am creating the check deposit clearing. Now, in this case, you might ask me that there is a separate asset account, there is a separate liability account. You see, I'm creating two GL accounts for better understanding. In real time, if you see, a single GL account will be created for both vendors and customers. Two scenarios are there actually. A single GL account you can create for vendors and customers clearing. That means check issue clearing, check deposit clearing, both clubbed together into one GL account called bank clearing GL account or bank sub account. Getting it, everyone? I'm creating, I'm bifurcating. Okay, I'm creating two because I want to make it more clear. You will be better able to understand it much better. Okay, so in real time, two scenarios are there. You need not create one separate asset account, one separate liability account for clearing purpose. If you want, you can even in real time also. In few cases, we see check issue clearing separately, check deposit clearing separately. In few cases, those two are clubbed together. Okay, as bank clearing, which you can create as an asset or liability, any, one you can create. So here I'm creating a check deposit. Fine, Santosh?
Yeah, Lavanya, that's fine.
So check deposit, which is an asset. It's not mandatory every time to create two separate GL accounts. Okay, so as I said, if you want, you can create a single GL account as well. But make sure that relevant to cash flow is activated here. Okay, and even for this GL account also, relevant to bank, relevant to cash should be activated. Okay, fine. So now, so how many GL accounts we have now? 3 GL accounts. One is the main bank GL account and the other two are the clearing GL accounts. Okay, separately we have used. Fine. So what am I doing here? We are still in APP configuration only. We did not go to EBS yet. Okay. So now asset account, so check deposit clearing GL account we created, we saved it. And we go to available amounts to see if all the configuration is there. Yes, all the configuration is already there. Now you need to go to XD02 in the customer master to give the payment method here. Okay, you gave the payment method in the customer master. All right. So now save it. Make sure all the configuration is saved. Okay, check one more time. I'm checking one more time. Bank determination especially. Yeah, both are there. Yes. Okay, done. So now what I can do, I can execute APP for these both at the same time. But let me check, I have to have the open items, right? So on customer as well as vendor, I should be having the open items so that I can execute APP. Okay, so no open item on this vendor. So let me create one open item. In the vendor master data also, payment method should be there. Yes, it is there. Now, how about the customer open item? Even for the customers also, Yeah, open items are there, but I will select only one. Let us do only for one. I'll block this. Okay, so only one we shall use, which is for 1000. All right. So one invoice on customer, one invoice on vendor. Now I would want to do F110 for both customer as well as vendor. So what I'll do is, so I'm entering all the parameters. So both the payment methods I will have to select, okay? So the first one is the customer and the other one is the vendor. Both, okay? So these both I'm selecting. These are not separated by any comma or any character, okay? So these should not be payment methods should not be separated by any other character, okay? Now I give the vendor name, I give the customer name, don't give anything in the free selection, give the customer also. So you anyways know how to create the payment medium. You give the what was the variant we used? I don't remember. So let us maintain the variant. So this is the company code, payment method. So you're creating some variant. Okay, so variant is created and you can execute this. Parameters have been entered, all right. So now you can create the proposal. So for customer, tabular form is coming, that means it is correct. For vendor, another tabular form is coming, which is also correct. Why 29, 25? Why 2 are coming? Let us see. Why 2000? Okay, document got selected. What is this K document? Let me just check. I think any special GL. Yeah. So I will block this. Okay, I've blocked it. So what I do is I will be deleting the proposal and I will be executing one more time. Okay, customer and vendor both are executing. Okay, so now what am I doing? I'm doing the payment run for both. Two generated, two completed, obviously. So, you know, two tabular forms, that means correct only. Now I go to edit payment list. Okay. So now two payment documents are generated. One is 203,008, 203,009 respectively for customer and vendor. Okay. So now let us go to FB03. 203,008 is the first one, which is for customer C. What is the difference here? Here from APP, we have posted to customer. We have cleared off the customer. Okay, customer has been credited and also cleared off. What is the proof that it got cleared off? You go to FBL5 and on this customer, that 1,000 got cleared off. Okay, earlier, you know, we had two invoices, right? So that 1,000 got cleared off. Okay, by which document? By 203,008. So if you see here, yeah, so this was the invoice. Where's a clearing document number? One moment. Okay, so clearing document 203,000. So that means this was the invoice, this TR. 205,005 was the invoice. Now it got cleared off. Okay, customer is getting cleared off from APP, but did the main bank account got posted? No, the check deposit clearing got posted. So this 10011 GL account in FBL3N GL account from FBL3N. Okay. Oh, sorry. I did not activate open item management here. Shit. These are clearing GL accounts. So open item management should be activated. Now you cannot change it. I'm executing one more time. Okay, sorry for this. These two GL accounts, you know, whatever we have created for check deposit and check issue clearing, we should be having the open item management defined also. So let us create one more GL account.
Lavanya, why it didn't allow you to change?
Yeah. Because postings are there, no? When postings are there, you cannot activate open item management. You cannot either activate or deactivate when postings are there. So I say 2 here. Okay. So these are the GL accounts. So what change I have to do in the configuration? I need to go to bank determination, right? Okay. In bank determination, whatever GL accounts, bank clearing GL accounts we would have given, that we need to change. Okay, so these two GL accounts. So now what are the GL accounts we need to take here? If you go to FS00, whatever the new GL accounts we have created, 10012 and 20012. Okay, so these GL accounts. Both are clearing GL account only, but just like earlier. But thing is, open item management should be activated. I forgot it. Okay. So fine. So once you're done with this, create one more open item so that we can execute one more time. FBL1 and F-43 in case of vendor. Okay, vendor we have created. Let us create for customer also. Okay, so 1000 on vendor, 2000 on customer. So if you go to FBL1 and on this vendor, you will be able to see one open item. Anyways, this I blocked here, so this won't get selected. So 1000 on vendor I have as an open item. And on the customer, if you see, this I blocked it. Okay, so only this 2000 will be selected for customer. So let us execute F110 one more time. So make changes accordingly. Okay, now you execute it. Okay, got generated. Okay, so let me do payment run now. 2 generated, 2 completed. Okay, so for customer and for vendor, customer 2000, vendor is 1000. Okay, now if you go to payment list 203010 203011 are the documents that got generated. Okay, so now two zero three zero one zero. So this is for customer. So now customer, if you see, it got cleared off. Okay, So that document is this one, 203010, and the clearing document 203010 is for this invoice. Okay, so invoice got cleared off, customer got cleared off. Okay, from F110. From F110, customer got cleared off. Earlier it was an open item, now it got cleared off. How about this GL account 10012? Let us see. One 10012. It becomes an open item. This is a prerequisite in order to execute EBS. So the clearing account that got posted from APP should be open item. This is a prerequisite in order to execute EBS. So for customer, we discussed. How about the vendor? Vendor 203011 is the document. Okay, 203011 is the document. So vendor got debited and clearing GL account got credited. So now let us see the line item display of the vendor. So that document for 1000 has been cleared off. Document for 1000 has been cleared off. Okay, that means vendor has been cleared off. How about check issue clearing 20012? Let us see. That also has become an open item. Okay, both check deposit clearing and check issue clearing, both should be open items, which is a prerequisite in order to execute EBS. Without these open items, one cannot execute EBS at all. Now, this is again part of reconciliation. Okay, so if these are open items, then system has to pick these two documents while executing EBS, and system has to make postings from EBS, and that is how the main bank GL account will be posted. Now, how about the APP GL account? APP bank GL account. Let us select the main bank GL account also. Main bank GL account is this APP. Where is that? APP bank. Okay. Otherwise, okay, we can give this one only. So APP account, if you see, all these were the postings that we made long ago. Okay, not the recent posting. So balance is 18,999. Otherwise, shall we give a new GL account so that you will be able to understand much easily? If we give 0 here, you will be able to understand much easily. So what I'll do is I'll be creating one house bank, the same house bank, not a new one. In the bank account, I will change this GL account. That APP is there, no? Main bank. I will change this. Main bank. Main bank, or any bank name also you can give it. So let me just give ICICI Bank, some bank name. Okay, so the same you can give in the main bank account. Okay, so now if you see, yeah, now if I show you like this, it will be correct. Check deposit clearing 2000. That means, we got a check from the customer for 2000. Customer got cleared off from APP. But this item, check deposit clearing, because I have not presented that check in the bank. Okay, so I'm keeping it open only. I'm saying that in my books of accounts, I'm entering that my main bank account has not been updated because I have not presented the check. Even in the case with the vendors, okay, I issued a check to the vendor, but because the vendor has not presented the check, okay, it is still open item. Okay, when you get EBS, in the EBS, you will be able to see the transactions which have been performed, okay, for that particular month. So if at all vendor has presented the check, or if I had presented the check, okay, if I present the check given to me by the customer, if my vendor has presented the check given by me to him, so if we are presenting the check, then if the checks are cleared off, okay, then what is happening? Those transactions are performed and the bank accounts are getting affected. That means whether it is a debit entry or credit entry, that means whether money is going out or coming in, that is happening, and that is shown in the EBS statement. So when that EBS file we are getting in, which is containing the transactions, okay, this this check we have presented and this check my vendor has presented, so both the checks have cleared up. If these two transactions are present in, these two means the clearing, the check has been cleared, right? Both the issued checks and deposited checks have been cleared, right? Once those have been cleared off, and once the bank account is getting updated, that means whether it is a debit and whether it is coming in or going out, once that is updated, the same will be shown in the bank statement. So when that bank statement containing the transactions, what transactions? The check clearing transactions, okay? So once that EBS is executed, then this will be cleared off and main bank account is getting posted. So if you see our main bank GL account 10013, just now we created the EBS main bank GL account ICICI, right? What is the system saying? No items are selected. That means it is not updated now. From APP, main bank GL account is not getting updated. Then when it is updated, it will be updated when you execute EBS. How can we execute EBS? When we do the configuration. OT83 is the transaction code where you are doing the configuration for EBS.
Lavanya,
Yeah, please tell me.
I have one doubt.
Please tell me.
Normally, in our EBS statement will contain not only the check related transaction, it will contain some bank transfer related
Yes,
transaction
a
also,
bank
right?
transfer also it will contain. Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
I
Then
do
at the
that
time
also.
of bank reconciliation, whatever we are doing, wherever it is related to a check related transaction, system will post it separate entry, and the statement will show not only check, it will show that the bank related transaction
Of
also, right?
course, yes.
Yeah.
See, when I get an EBS, it does not mean that it is applicable only for checks. For
Correct, correct.
better understanding, I'm telling you about checks. Even for
Yeah.
bank transfer, any payment method,
Yeah, correct.
system will be showing all the entries. Whatever transactions performed from your bank account, everything will be shown.
Only that this intermediary kind of posting will happen in the case of check related payment.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So now, this is place where we do the configuration for EBS. Enter in change mode, say new entries. The very first step is creating the account symbols. Account symbols means what? These are not the GL accounts. We give some name to the accounts. What names? First is the main bank. Second one is the check issue. Or let me take the second one as check deposit. And the third one is the checked issue. Okay. So now, so these are just the names given. That's it. Names given to the accounts. Okay, no GL account is assigned here. So 3 accounts I'm taking. Main bank account and the other 2 clearing accounts. Now second step is assignment of the accounts to account symbol. Now what are the account symbols that we have created just now? First is the main bank. Second is the deposit. Third is the issue. Account modifier give plus. You can leave it blank or give plus. What is the purpose of this account modifier? Redirecting of the postings will be done with the help of the account modifier. Okay, if you are doing any customizations, or if at all you are using any search string, then you can redirect postings. Okay, otherwise if you are not redirecting, if you are doing all the direct postings, just select plus only or leave it blank. Currency. Now here you are giving the GL accounts. What were the GL accounts we saw till now? Main bank is 10013 and check deposit is 10012. Clear check issue is 20012. So let us give the same GL accounts here. Let me close all other transactions. 10013, 10012. 20012. So these are the GL accounts which we created just now, and these 2 GL accounts were already posted from APP. Okay, this was not updated from APP. Fine. Create posting rule. What do you mean by posting rule? When you execute EBS, what is the posting that you want the system to create in SAP? That is the posting rule. So what kind of posting rules you want to have here? I have both vendor payment and customer payment receipt. So that means for both you need to create the postings from EBS. So give posting rule for both. So I say both. So DOR1 is customer posting. DOR2 is vendor posting. I'm just giving the name, that's it. But what has to be the posting rule, that I did not give. I just gave the name to posting rule. That's it, nothing I did. Now I go to define posting rule. So in this define posting rule, what is the first posting rule that we created? For customer we created, so customer. Now this posting area is what? What is that I have to select? Whether it is bank accounting or sub-ledger accounting. What is the difference between these two? Bank accounting means if at all the posting which you are making from EBS execution, if it is between the 2 bank GL accounts, then you need to select the bank accounting. Okay, see, your customer or vendor, whosoever it is, has already been cleared off from APP only, right? So again, do you think there will be any other posting against that particular transaction on customer or vendor? Not at all. He has already been cleared off, and even customer, if you take that person also, we have cleared off. So that account is closed. Vendor or customer, he is closed. Nothing to do with him. So now the next posting from EBS, it is between what and what? It is between our main bank GL account and the bank clearing GL account. Bank clearing means check issue clearing or check deposit clearing. So both are related to bank only. That's the reason why I select bank accounting. Then why do we have sub-ledger accounting? In cases where payment order is a scenario which we saw in APP. payment order checkbox we saw in the very first step of FPCP, right? So in payment order, because the vendor or customer doesn't get cleared off from APP, vendor or customer have to be posted. They will be posted from, that means they are posted and cleared off from EBS, not from APP. Usually any customer or vendor will be posted and cleared from APP only. But when you use payment order scenario, because from payment order no posting will be generated from APP, customer or vendor will be cleared off not from APP but from EBS. That's the reason why you have subledger. But in order to have subledger accounting here, you have to do customizations. Okay. So I am selecting bank accounting. Clear, right, everyone? Now debit posting key is obviously 40 and credit posting key is obviously 50. Now a DOR1 I have taken for customer. So customer means from EBS what has to be the posting when the check is cleared off. Okay, when I have presented the check and when the check is cleared off, my main bank account gets debited. That means money will be coming in. Main bank. And what will be credited? The bank clearing or the check issue, check deposit clearing. Fine. This will be the posting created from EBS execution. Fine. Now what type of document type you would want to take? Anything you want, you can take. I'm taking SA. Now here posting type is, when this posting is made, this should be cleared off. Why? Because this has been created as an open item here. If you go to FBL3 and these were created as open items here, check deposit clearing and check issue clearing. So these open items which were generated from APP should be cleared off from here. So that's the reason why check deposit clearing should be cleared off. And this is on credit side. So clear credit GL account. Clear off the GL account which is on credit side. Clear off the GL account which is on credit side. Okay. Now I say save. Now let us see what will happen. When I say system itself is saying do not specify a posting key on the credit side. System itself is asking me not to mention any posting key on the credit side. Fine. I remove the posting key on the credit side. Now the system is accepting and saving. Data is saved. Same way, let us do for the next posting rule for vendor. DOR2 is for vendor. Obviously, the posting is bank accounting and the debit is 40 and credit is 50 for GL accounts. And when the check is cleared off, the main bank account will be credited because money is going out. And what is debited? The check issue clearing will be debited. So here this has to be cleared off because check issue clearing was an open item, right? Just now we saw. So debit GL account should be cleared off. So clear debit GL account. Clear debit GL account. That means the GL account which is on debit side should be cleared off. Now let us say save. What is the system saying? Do not enter a posting key on the debit side. System itself is telling me not to enter any posting key on the debit side. I removed it, so system is saving. Fine. Create transaction type. So here, see, just now I told you, right? Country-wise formats are there. So all these are the already predefined ones. So I'm using MT940, which is the standard for Germany. And I go to assign external transaction types to posting rules. So all these are the existing formats of EBS file. Okay. So now what am I doing? I'm going to assign external transaction types to posting rules. Now, what are these external transaction types? These are called external transaction type. Why it is called external? Because it is external to SAP. Why it is said to be external to SAP? because these codes or these external transaction types are coming in the EBS file. So EBS file is not a part of SAP. So that is the reason why those are said to be external. Okay, now got it everyone? Now posting rules, if you see, those are called internal posting rules also. Okay, why? Because those are very much part of SAP. Postings are made in SAP, right? So in order to understand these external transaction types, you need to understand the bank statement. Okay, so this is the bank statement. This is the format of the bank statement. So shall we discuss bank statement now, or what shall we do? Will you go through the file once, the file which I have given to you before we execute EBS, or shall I execute now?
I think let's go through the file and then you can execute it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fine, not a problem. So I have already uploaded this particular document. This is how an EBS file looks like. I have taken only 2 records, one customer and one vendor. But in real time, this way, so many lines will be present. Some hundreds of lines will be present, but the format is the same. Okay.
So does this document explain, Lavanya, what this, which one is a vendor? How do you identify the vendor or the customer?
When we create the file, we will be discussing.
So, okay.
Because we will be see, in real time, if you see, we are getting the file from the bank. But in IDS, we will have to create by ourselves only. Otherwise, let me explain to you. Anyways, I will be explaining to you when we create the file. Okay. So these are called tags. Colon 20 colon is there. It is called a tag. TAG, tag. Tag 20. What it is containing 2013060416. So tag 20 is what? It is a statement date. On which date my statement is coming from the bank. So if I take today's date, it will be what? 25/04/2020. I made this long ago, 2013. I made this document when I was working for Infosys. So in 2013, I made this document. So if you want to, give today's date, it will be 25/04/2020. Statement date. That means on which date statement is coming in. Now next is 25. Tag 25. What is it? Account identification bank ID or the bank account number. How do you know the bank account number? This is your own bank account number, not the customers or vendors. How do you know your own bank account number? Can anybody tell me? How do you know your own bank account number? Very
so
simple. The house bank
master data, it
itself.
should be there.
Yeah, tell me.
On the customer and the vendor master data, you will have that, isn't it?
No, just now I told you. It is not customers or vendors bank account number. It is our own bank account number. This is the bank account number. Not customer, neither customer nor vendor. This statement is our statement.
Yeah.
Please understand.
So
this
from the
bank
account
statement, whatever you are getting, is our own statement coming from our own bank. So this obviously has to be our own bank account number. Okay, fine. Now tag, next is tag 28C02. 02 is a sequence number. Sequence number means what? See, first time I am getting the file 01. Second time I am getting the file 02. The numbering of the file. Now next is 60F opening balance. So this is the date. 130416 is the date. INR is the currency. 13000 is the amount, and these are the decimals. Okay. So this much amount was the opening balance on the bank, on the main bank. Now tag 61 is a statement line fill. Statement line fill is the transaction. Okay. So on this. Yeah, tell me.
In the 60F, What does that C stand for? Is it century?
60F. C stands for no.
Century. Is
It
it
may
a
be
century?
credit. It may be credit.
No, is it
Maybe credit.
See, it is not debit or credit. In the statement line field, we will be having debit or credit. Okay, not here.
Because
See,
the
non-ref
date
is
is
there.
not, because the date is not in YYYYMM. Sorry, YYYY. I thought it is C might be century.
Maybe. That is the format we are using, but what it stands for, even I am not sure.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, it is not like, it has a full form also.
Okay.
So now, this is the statement line field. 130416 is the date. D and C, here you can see D, here you can see C. Okay, debit credit. Okay, 1000 is the amount. NCHK. NCHK is the external transaction code coming in the EBS file, NCHK. Non-ref is the format. Okay, it is just the format, // this is entire thing is the format. Non-ref // is the format. Okay, now tag 86 one more time. No, tag 86, what it is containing? It is containing the check number. 666,112 is the check number. Okay, now tag 61, again statement line field. So this is for customer. Okay, 2000 FCHI. This is again the external transaction code. Non-ref / is the format. Now tag 86 is the check number again for the customer. Now 62F tag is what? It is the closing balance. See, opening balance was 13,000 and I paid to vendor 1,000. 13,000 minus 1,000, 12,000. And I got from the customer 2,000. So here 12,000, 2,000, 14,000. So closing balance came to 14,000. On this date is 130416 in INR. Okay. So this is about the, just the input file, ABS file. So
Yeah,
tomorrow we
Lavanya.
will be discussing.
So it doesn't say whether it's a credit balance or a debit balance, is it? I mean, like, is there a way to
See, what if I have 0? I can also have 0 here. My balance is 0.
There would not be any negative balance, right, in bank?
What, Jaykumar?
There would not be any negative balance in bank, right?
No, there won't be any negative balance.
Correct.
Okay. Narendra, are you sure?
Yeah. What he is saying that if there is any overdraft, there may be a scenario. Correct.
Oh, is it? Okay. I've never worked on overdraft scenario. Maybe this is also correct. But are you sure, Narendra, have you worked on this scenario?
No, I'm not sure, but like I can estimate it should be C should be like if it is a credit balance, and D it should be a debit balance. About 0, I don't know. It should be D.
How do you think it is a credit balance?
It has to
Do
be.
you
How
think
will
on
we know?
bank we will be having any credit balance or debit balance?
So
If
we
there
can
is
have
an
both.
overdraft, what he is saying is maybe correct.
So we can have either. Yeah.
What is that?
We can have either. If we have a positive balance, it should be credit. If we have a negative balance, it should be debit. In case of overdraft, yeah.
Okay, maybe, but I'm really not sure. Okay, so this is a file format. Tomorrow we will be executing EBS. We will be discussing the other part of configuration, and then we will be we will be executing as well. Okay. Fine. This is for today. Jay Kumar, shall we see?
Yeah, can you just, I think that better you can take my user ID and password. Otherwise, if I am taking and moving to each screen, it will take more time. So you can just go through that screen. Then that would be, it will take less time. Is it that is fine?
Okay. So you need to give me your password then.
Yeah, I am sharing now.
What I'll do is I'll create one more payment method in your system.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, please remind me. I will also give you ACH scenario, which is also one of the important.
Lavanya,
Yeah, please tell me.
we were looking at the record type 60F, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is debit or credit, Lavanya. I just checked on
60
Google
is
actually.
debit or credit. That I already told you.
No, the opening balance, where we were having this C or D, right? We were
Okay,
having
okay. Opening balance. Oh, is it? Okay, okay.
yeah, the C was there, right? And then we had the YYMMDD date followed by the currency code, actually,
Okay.
INR. So that D or C signifies debit or credit.
Okay, fine. But credit balance on bank. What do you mean by that?
Not very sure, actually. Yeah, why is it credit actually generally? But that's what is being published as the record layout actually.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, Jaykumar, are you giving?
Yeah. Actually, I'm just giving, wait, just a minute, because in chat, I'm not able to see that your name. It is always showing that everyone.
Yeah, today it is not coming, Jaykumar. I don't know why. Today I also was trying to type something to Lavanya. It's not coming.
Okay, it's not an issue anyway. It's not a, but I'm just typing it. I think hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Are you able to, I think yeah, 1 minute.
No, I'm not getting you.
Yeah, I'm just typing that user ID and password. Lavanya, I shared the detail.
Okay. So, your company code is what? 101.
101, right? Yeah.
So, this is your company code name. Now, let's go to FBCP.
Yeah.
Now, what are the main bank GL accounts that you have created here?
Yeah, you can see there are 3. I use that 2 and 3 for the different scenario.
Okay, fine. In IN. Which is yours? This one?
Yeah. C and R. which I used it. C and R, check, and R for RTGS.
Okay. Did you define the master data?
Yeah, I think it is there. It is there.
You define the number range interval.
Yeah, that's also.
Lavanya,
Tell me.
that SEPA CT, right? Didn't you say that that's a US format?
Yeah, even for India also we copy the same.
Okay.
That will work for even India also.
Okay, no worries.
You have not taken any amount more than 20,000.
Yeah. In a check scenario, I taken up to 20,000. More than 20,000, I taken RTGS.
You have not defined any discounts, right?
No, nothing.
You did not. Okay.
Discount I am not
Because
considering.
there you mentioned maximum cash discounts, so that's the reason why I'm asking.
Discount I am not sure, but you can uncheck that if it is.
No, select this one only, what I gave. Though you have for India.
But it is available in a form. When I check it in a form, right?
It's there. It's very much there. Even for US also, it's there. Okay, F110 US AVIS. Okay, which I'll be telling you in ACH. Now, whatever I'm giving you, please give those only. Okay. So ICICI banking.
Only one difference I saw with your difference is that, see, if you go to the bank account, the below that bank number in the demo session, whatever in our day-to-day session, that bank number and bank account number, it was same. I don't know how it is reflecting there.
Bank account number and?
Below that, yes, SWIFT code and bank group, right? There is a bank number.
No, bank account number you said. Okay, then?
And below that in control data, there is a bank number. Go below.
In the
This
section
is the
below.
bank GL account number.
No. I'm not saying that one. See, if you see that last, there is a bank number, right?
No, bank number is different from bank.
Yeah. But only that is the difference with your screen and my screen. Nothing else.
Maybe because you using India country.
Now we can change to ICACI for our testing.
You defined only one payment method, no here?
Yeah, I defined it earlier, all the method, but I was getting that payment method not defined. So that's why I deleted and I checked it again. Yeah, you can add it once again.
Okay, add C.
INR.
I say INR.
And rank order, yeah.
Which one?
Take it ICSA. First we will check it ICSA. Whether you deleted that other one,
No, I have not.
but then rank order maybe it may be different or same
No,
order.
no. Different house banks and different payment method, no?
Yeah, so what I am saying that we will check it first that ICSA with the check and check as well as that RTGS bank transfer.
No, ICICI is having what?
ICSA is having check. Now we selected a
Okay,
C.
so this is check. That
HDFC,
means still 20,000.
yeah, and second also you change it to ICSA. We will check it first ICSA, then
Both I have to make it ICICI?
yeah, that we'll check it that first, then and we'll see. And see that yeah, next
Now bank accounts.
here we have to change it then again. We have to change it to ICSA.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we have to delete it, right?
Same GL accounts?
We are not deleted, right? How you changed it?
Copied.
Okay, okay.
So which GL account?
I think it is 214 all time 02. That is the latest one which I created.
One or two?
One, two also you can select, one also you can select. It's not an
Now
issue.
how can I select one or two? Whichever is there in the house bank, that only I need to give, right?
Yeah, house bank is selected now. It's two, I think.
No, don't say I think, no.
Just check it.
Because entire thing will go wrong. For house bank, you gave 3, HDFC.
Yeah, check it in ICC. I think it's 2.
Yeah, you gave 1.
One, okay. One.
Only that you will have to give.
Yeah, correct. I selected earlier 2 also, but sorry, 1. Yeah.
Account ID is 255 only, na? No, account ID is not 250.
151. That's why I asked you that. Yeah.
Okay, done. Okay. Now go to available amounts.
Here also you need to change it, right? ICC. Yeah.
And you assigned in the master data, right?
Right. Now we have to add that R also, no? As there are 2.
It's not taking. IN. Okay. You have not activated IBAN in FBZP, right?
No, not
You
active.
didn't. Okay.
Can you just check it that payment type?
Oh, what is that?
Payment type in the respective vendor. I think already attached. I think C or R
Where?
in a respective vendor master.
Payment terms.
Yeah. Below the payment method C and R. If there is multiple, that we have to give without space R.
Okay, both let us select.
Okay. Yeah.
Only one vendor, right?
Yeah.
You have any open items on this vendor?
Yeah, I think it is there. Yeah, that is the vendor. That is the vendor. There are 3.
Open items are there.
Yeah.
Now, all these open items are stuck somewhere in the F1.
I'm not sure.
Let us see. F110. Your executions. What are your executions so far?
That is 14. Some you can see that 40, PT14, PT14, 20 yesterday's date. PT hyphen 14.
These two.
No. 24 for PT hyphen 14.
Just below, yeah.
Yeah,
There.
up. Below. PT hyphen 14.
Below.
Okay, all these.
No. Yeah, you can see the all these, right?
All these.
Right.
Now, proposal has been created. Proposal. Why don't you delete the proposal?
I deleted and I recreated again also. You can select the 14, the last one, and delete it, and we can recreate.
Can you tell me which is the first one?
First one is the PT. I think I started with the PT series, so maybe that 8.
Not this one, no?
No. I don't think
This
so.
one, only from this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No. You can see that 4-3 also. There are some other number also.
Okay, so this
30 number, you can. You deleted that existing one, right? PTC. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I think these all are maybe mine.
Lavanya,
Yeah, tell me.
how does it matter? Because he didn't execute the payment run, isn't it? So how does it
The
matter?
proposal has to be deleted every time.
Oh, is it?
Every time it has to be deleted, otherwise these problems will be coming.
Okay.
Payment run has been carried out. But whether the payment run here, have you created any?
So the same error you can see now valid payment procedure.
Wait, let us delete all the proposals. Event payment run also. I'm deleting the proposal as well.
Is there a bulk delete option, Lavanya? Mass proposal delete?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So enter proposal has been carried out.
Once we use that, it will stuck up there.
Yes, the vendor gets stuck up here. If it is in proposal, it gets stuck up.
But then it should show that error message accordingly, right?
Yeah, but yeah, that is what I said. Not every time it will be showing the precise one. Not every time. Payment run has been carried out, but here, delete the output. Delete the proposal as well.
But this shouldn't have actually mattered, isn't it, Lavanya? Because in this case, the item would have been cleared by the payment run, isn't it?
No. It gets stuck.
Oh.
Then proposal has been created.
All the created item you are deleting it, right?
Yes, all this. Every time you do the proposal, it gets stuck there. Okay, so
There are 4
so
more.
many are there, no, Jay Kumar?
Yeah, correct.
You delete all these proposals and you execute, it will be done. Otherwise, let us do here only.
Just check it, Anna, because I'm not sure that there are 3 more, I think. 3 more, yeah.
This one?
No, all PT related thing.
So PTR over?
Yeah, I think so.
All
Just
PTR
just
over?
go below. Just go below. PT 1 to 8 also only now it is in ended stage, right?
All the PT?
Only PT.
Okay, so now let us create a new one. Now I say 101 company code, right? Okay.
Okay.
So dash one. Okay. Now what parameters you want to enter? 101 C and R. What vendor?
115 all time 0.
Okay, these two only, no? C and
Right.
which vendor it is?
115 all time 0. Correct.
A payment medium, right? Okay.
Yep, right.
Check and also payment medium. So have you done the DME configuration?
That's also done. In that screenshot, you can see that's also, I think,
Manual check or automatic?
automatic also done, manual also done, and
Let us create manual first, okay?
yeah, correct.
And SC38, SAP FP AYM,
Yeah, that's true.
execute 2504 101-1. This one only, no? 101-1. Yeah. And ZSEPA CT.
File system, correct. Screen.
And you have assigned in OBPM4 also.
Correct. This is only for a automatic check, right?
No.
Okay.
This is for DME, no, Jairam?
Right. This I defined it. Just check it 101.
Where is
Find
101?
find it in find. Just click on find and 101. Yeah. Yes.
No, in ICICI I need to.
Yeah, correct. You can remove that HDFC one. Remove HDFC one. Yeah, now you can see. Yeah.
Okay, so parameters we have entered.
But we have to enter here, right? Variant.
Variant, no, for DME it is not required and
Okay,
only for automatic. If you are creating the check manually, not required.
Okay, only for automatic check payment. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, now it is taken something.
Don't give the maximum cash discount. Maximum cash discount should always be taken.
If such scenario, then what we will do?
Wait. What else?
Yeah, now we have to re-execute it again, right? And what else? Any other?
Rate from INR to USD. The rate type.
That is recently I created that in our parallel currency that two. I enabled that. You can remove it.
No, but why did you do parallel currencies now?
No, that is for another testing that another one of your that posting was there.
So have you created the parallel ledgers?
No. Actually, that one of that posting it was there, so that I tried. That is not related to this one. That is yes. Today only I done that one exercise. So
No,
you can remove that.
no, remove what? Remove the exchange rates or what is?
No. That in the currency in a company that you can have that main currency and group currency, right?
Okay.
So that one of your for that currency revaluation that one
No,
post
that
was
we
there.
cannot do. No, at company code level, once it is defined, you cannot do.
That I remember that we cannot do that once we complete that
No,
exercise.
once it is defined, we cannot do. Company code currency, group currencies, if you have defined once, you cannot delete it.
So what will do then? Can you just go to the screen that where I will
Okay, I'm going to that screen.
but today only I did this one.
No, but
It
this
was
should not be done. If you define this, then you won't be able to change this, no? Okay, got deleted. No, because you did not make any postings with parallel currencies,
correct.
deleted.
But
Um,
by default one currency it will take it automatically, right?
yeah, it
Okay.
takes. So let us execute this one more time. Proposal.
We have to delete it that, right? First.
Got selected.
What was that issue actually that there is no major changes you have done, right?
No? What is that?
What was the major issue it was there? Because you are not done any major. You are not done any.
Yes, all the proposals were stuck. That is the issue.
The one which are already created, all the previous proposal that we have to delete it, right?
Delete them.
Okay.
Delete every time. If you create a proposal, you should not be leaving at the proposal level. Either you do it completely till the payment run, or you don't do anything. But don't leave it in the middle. If you leave it in the middle at proposal level, it gets stuck.
Okay.
Whether the vendor or any line items of the vendors or customers, whosoever it is.
Lavanya, can you just check it, the check number and that whether it is done
Check
completely?
number, it is manual, right? So manual means we will have to create.
Yeah, we have to assign it. That I know.
So if you do the payment list and
what about bank transfer?
Go to this payment document. This payment document. I go to FB03. Why it's saying 2019?
Yeah, I take 19 was that actual.
Okay, so if this is the vendor environment check information, no check. Okay. So take this payment document and go to FCH5.
FCH5 and we have to assign that number.
The same payment document number, no? So
yeah, correct. 203 all times 0. Right.
And what is the house bank?
ICICI.
Account ID. Which check number should I take?
That I am not recollecting. It is defined there.
And I say
some 6-digit number is defined.
So next number is, this one you can take.
Yeah. Now if we execute it, then it will take it.
Got generated. Okay.
Yeah. This. What about that RTGS scenario?
RTGS scenario means, okay, one
One
payment.
is the check and another is that our bank transfer, right?
Yeah, so how many got generated? Actually, how many invoices were there?
There are, I think, 3 or 4. In the log file, maybe we can check it. I think now all are cleared.
All are clear.
Right.
But you do not have any
think so.
invoices more than 21, right?
Yeah, that point of time. Can you just check it a log file whether R is generated? Because I saw that one R scenario also.
Okay, let
The
us see.
log file. Yeah, below in that log file. There was some, you check it payment list, right? There is one more list, right? Payment list or something which you generated.
Payment list is this one.
Yeah. Yeah, go below payment method R. There is a 61,000. Whether it is done or not, because
Yeah, with the help of payment method R, only 61,000.
is taken. What was that? The document number is also there, right? Yeah. See, it is a document number.
Okay, so all this is 61. Okay, so all these have been executed by R only.
But what about then check that we saw that check also, right?
But for check you gave from the 1 to 20,000.
Right,
Okay,
right,
so that
right,
only
right.
should
It is,
have been
it
selected.
is taken a cumulative.
Huh?
It is taken that cumulative figure.
Cumulative figure, if it is taking, then
But here you can see some 22,500, right?
wait.
There is one scenario 22,500 also. See, check it. Yeah.
Single payment for marked item you have. Then shouldn't selecting that way, no?
22,500 also, that only should take it, right? For R.
Wait.
In payment list, if you see, yeah, there is a 22,500. That should only consider
This one
for R.
only should be selected for R.
Ah,
All others should be selected for check only.
but there is no differentiation here. But here in below that R is showing total figure 61,000.
No, 61,000, how it is showing, it is correct.
Total figure.
2,002. Okay, 61, correct only. Then it has wrongly selected then.
Okay, even if it is 61 is selected, but whatever the check number, now we assigned one of the check number, right? To that one of that transaction, right? Payment.
Wait. Payment medium for 61,000 it got it. That means all the invoices have been selected here.
Yeah.
All the invoices.
Then just go to that check lot and see that is there any check number? Okay, you updated manually one, right? You have updated one manual check number, right?
Yeah. Manual. This one we generated. 61. Is it because we have used manual check? Jaikumar, do one thing. Create automatic check and try to see how these are getting selected. See, just now we have clubbed manual check as well as DME together.
Correct.
Next thing what you do is club DME as well as automatic check.
Okay.
Okay, try to see if it is
Yeah, we'll do.
selecting
Yeah.
properly or not.
We'll do.
Okay.
We'll do.
Fine. So any other, yeah, you were asking me about the intercompany reports also. Intercompany reports standard, nothing is there. We are
Okay.
definitely customizing.
So
for
that
it.
we have to use through our SQL query, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not necessarily SQL, I mean, SAP query every time. Customizations, ABAPer is doing. Very small requirements we are doing from query.
Okay. Lavanya, that one more thing that we can check it later. I will try once again. There is a forex revaluation. There was one issue which I posted.
Forex revaluation,
That entry was there was some issue that we can check it later also. Maybe the tomorrow. I will check it that once again. And if I am facing the same error again, then can you just go down? Maybe in that second.
What was the issue that you were facing?
I'm not recollecting the Lavanya, but it was not generating that record. It is showing that amount is 0. That is in the second page.
You have made some mistakes, somewhere.
Yes, second page. This is a third page, right? Go to the second. Yeah. I think.
Okay, try to see. I mean,
tomorrow we can see that maybe after the similar way that maybe. So first, let me try again once again, and then I will let you know.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Thanks. Good night.